My name is Avinash. I'm working as an assistant professor with the Center for Incubation, Innovation Research and Consultancy. I have along with me my colleagues Chandrasekhar, Samarth and Sangamesh. We are part of a team that works on biofuels, and recently we conducted a 700 kilometer Eco Driveathon 2017 as it is called, and we covered many places from Bangalore to Sringeri and back across Mandya, Tumkur, Hassan and Chikmagalur districts. The event was flagged off by Shri Anant Kumar, Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers from the Government of India, and the event has reaped in a lot of public support from and also private support from a lot of companies and people alike. And today we are here having successfully completed the mission, and we have about 40 odd cars participating in this event, and all have completed the event successfully. And yes, we have used different kinds of biodiesel here, B10, B20 and B30, and these blends have been provided by us personally. And we have different kinds of cars starting from Ford, Toyota, Skoda and all other car manufacturers. We have been supported in kind by the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. The chairman for the working group on biofuels, Shri Y.B. Ramakrishna, also was part of this event, and we hope to have many such events in the near future. The event has also been supported by the Karnataka State Biofuel Development Board, and this whole event encompassed 700 kilometers from Bangalore to Sringeri and back. And even the Swamiji from the Sri Sharada Peetham was also there to receive us and bless us for such future challenging endeavors. And we hope to take this thing forward, not only within the state, but also beyond the borders of the state, within the country and also beyond that. We hope to have much more public awareness and support in the coming days, in the coming months and probably in the coming years. Main function of having such a kind of an event was actually to spread awareness amongst our citizens, because biodiesel is not something that's commonly known to society. We wanted to take this in a very big way forward, and hence this kind of an awareness drive across very critical places along the route. And we know that our country is a major importer of crude oil, especially from political unstable countries located in the Middle East. So we want to have energy self-sufficiency and energy self-dependency, and also provide a lot of job opportunities to the people of this country. Further, we also have, our country is also faced with a lot of atmospheric pollution and all sorts of pollution, water, land. So we want to try and mitigate that to a certain extent by using biofuels. And in particular biodiesel, because of the potential this fuel has, which can be used readily in available diesel infrastructure.
Y.B. Ramakrishna, Chairman of the National Working Group on Biofuels. Yeah, this Eco Driveathon 2017, organized by the research wing of the Jyoti Institute of Technology, wherein several cars have participated using biodiesel blended fuel. That is 10% biodiesel, 20%, 30%, and even some cars running on 100% biodiesel. They have gone all the way up to Sringeri and come back. The kind of initiative that they have taken is very unique. This is the first of its kind in the world, and this is completely in tune with the National Biofuel Blending Program. Government of India is already blending bioethanol in petrol to an extent of 10% all over the country, and the biodiesel blending program has also been started by Government of India in August 2015. Since August 2015 to August 2016, in matter of 1 year, from a demonstration of 5 cities and 12 outlets, it has increased to 3,700 outlets selling 5% blended diesel in 6 states. By August this year, Government of India is pushing for 15,000 outlets in about 12 states. Using biodiesel has multiple advantages. First and the foremost, almost 82 to 83% of our total fuel that we have been consuming in this country is imported. We need to reduce the import of the fossil fuels. Prime Minister of the country has set a target to reduce the import of fossil fuels by 10% by 2022. Keeping in mind the present rate of consumption, we have to achieve at least 15 to 20% reduction in the import by 2022, considering 2016 as the base. One is, we are talking about being energy self-reliant by reducing the imported fossil fuels and also looking at how we can achieve self-sufficiency in the coming days. The using biodiesel and blending with diesel, has many other benefits. One of them is that, you have the environmental benefit where the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and particulate emissions comes down considerably to an extent of 25 to 40%. And in case of sulfur oxides, the emission is almost zero in case of biodiesel when it is used as a fuel. And since biodiesel also has certain dissolved oxygen in it, when you blend it with diesel and use it, the fuel burns better inside the engine, which means that engine performance also gets enhanced. You get a slightly better mileage than just using diesel. And also, because biodiesel also has lubricating properties, the engine performance also becomes much better. Less maintenance, better mileage and less pollution. And the money goes to our farmers who grow these fuels. The Government of India in December 2009 adopted the policy. If you really look at Government of India policy, it's very similar to the Karnataka state policy. The only thing is that they try to give a national character to the policy. And the policy had set out a target of achieving 20% blending by 2017. That is, we are already in the year of 2017. We wanted to achieve 20% ethanol blending in petrol and 20% biodiesel blending in diesel. Unfortunately, though we adopted a policy in 2009, we didn't put a robust program which would really help us achieve the kind of targets that we had. 2.5 years ago, when the BJP government was formed at the center, the NDA government was formed at the center, the new government again was looking into this program, and I was invited to go and help the Government of India in steering this program. And the first task that was given to us was to really find out, why we are not really able to achieve the kind of targets. Then we started looking into the bioethanol, biodiesel program. And in case of biodiesel program, bioethanol program, we realized that, we were only dependent on sugar factories for our production of ethanol through the molasses route. So we had limited supply of ethanol coming, and even that was subject to the variations in the monsoon. If the production went up, you had more ethanol. If the production of sugarcane went down, you had problem getting ethanol. And then there were a lot of bureaucratic hurdles that were created, both in terms of taxation, in terms of movement of the ethanol within the state, from between the states. The pricing policy itself was very faulty. And then what kind of leadership in the second generation ethanol space, because we have the resources, we have that kind of technological competence and capability in this country. All we had not done in the past was really looking at the kind of potential that we have and the kind of expertise that we have, the kind of competency that we have, and provide them kind of a space for them to come and contribute. So what we have done in the last 1 year is recognizing the kind of potential that we have and trying to create a kind of an ecosystem in the country so that we will be able to succeed. Not only India will succeed, but we should be able to provide the kind of leadership that the world is looking for in the energy space, and especially in the second generation ethanol. And that's going to
in the second generation, the first generation, the second generation is it's like the first generation essentially talk about some of the things which are very much coming from the conventional food chain, whether it is sugarcane, corn and stuff. In the second generation, the debate between fuel versus food has been put aside, and the second generation enables every player to go for something from where the energy can be derived without compromising the need of the food. That is, I think, the significance, importance to the biofuel story. As a company, biotechnology company, what we provide the technology. We are not the only technology provider of the biofuel. There are many players, stakeholders. There has to be some kind of alternative method. We are talking about energy security. We are talking about, so much of disruptive climatic condition happening. There's a decline of food production and all those stuff. It's basically because of the climate change or global warming. Can we contribute positively to control those of the things? I think biofuel has a potential of creating a positive environment for that. From here and coming back, hope all of you enjoyed your new adventure in that way. Hopefully, we'll be continuing our association next year also. And
Biofuel year, August 10. So can we can happen. A 500 car drive from here to Hassan and back, only a drive.
yeah, I'm not in the authority to commit anything right now. Yes, but we commit. We have an understanding. We committed to the cause of making sustainable life in that way, changing the life. All the best for all the participants. I really enjoyed being here, hearing about the event, and hopefully all of you have contributed something to the society. Thank you so much.
Social cause is the main thing for it. I was trying to compare the display of information which I saw at Biofuel Park near Hassan. I feel to make biofuels a viable project, lot of multidisciplinary research has to take place. Firstly, research by biologists to see that yield of seeds and oil per plant has to be improved to a large extent. As a grown-up tree, it can give you only about 20 to 30 kgs of seeds per year, of which we get oil output of only about 25%, which means we get only about 5 liters of oil per tree. On further processing, we get only a yield of 70% of biodiesel. Finally, it works out to about 3 liters of biodiesel per tree. So this also varies from tree to tree. Now we can imagine how many trees have to be planted to meet the requirements of biodiesel. It's a Herculean task. The next change and SIRT give full support to take up the research work. I thank all the sponsors and the full team of SIRT and also the volunteers for conducting the rally without any hitches. The event would have been lackluster without the participants. I thank you participants on behalf of JCT, Jyoti Charitable Trust.
This check is only a signatory. We will be prizes.
Our pranams to His Holiness Shri 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 Bharati Tirtha Mahaswamiji for his blessings yesterday. Now comes the sponsors. The gold partners are none other than ONGC. All of you know that they are the people who have given a big support. They are from Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Our own director. Even the marshals will be given a certificate later. We have more than to prepare those documents.
Okay, my name is Anil. So I've been part of this first biofuel marathon jointly sponsored by Sringeri Mutt and JIT. So my experience has been very good. I believe we should all look forward for going with biodiesel in coming days. So as of now, I believe that there is very less percentage of biofuel being mixed with existing diesel. I believe even government of India is looking at 10% or 15% by 2017. That's what I read, and I believe we should go for it so that it's eco-friendly. And I believe there's no problem with the vehicles using those fuel. So one more important feedback which I would like to share is about the mileage which has been come out of this particular marathon. Like what's observed is like any vehicle which is 1600 cc or below, they have got a good mileage. That's my interaction with many participants who were part of this event, and people with higher capacity like 2200 or 2400 cubic capacity. Those people, they have not lost any mileage, not they have gained a lot. So maybe the percentage is very narrow. But any vehicle with a lower capacity can get a good mileage from this.